to my. We head to the bottom of the second. First pitch was a ball. No score here. Opening game, regular season, strike. So strike to Emery Guilford. The sophomore swings and misses that one. And they'll throw down the second, or first base. So Guilford is out. One out here in the bottom half of the second inning. So ground out, one out. And here comes the right-handed batter. And that was a tip foul. As Sloan, the batter, Keeleen Sloan, the senior, the Georgia native. Looking at the 0-1. Chopper foul. As it hits the third base coach and assistant coach, Jamari Cunningham. Had a good conversation with Jamari yesterday, which you can hear on our radio station, WVCD 96.5 FM, 790 AM, streaming everywhere. Had a good conversation about the previewing this upcoming season. That's up high. So Sloan, let's see what the patience at the plate pays off. Ooh, and that hit him. So he's on, hit by pitch. So now Voorhees with a man on. And one out. And we'll have a base runner coming in. So Devin Lattimore will be the base runner for Sloan. So one man out, Calvin Scott, the batter for the Tigers. And that is down low for ball one. Calvin is a freshman. So a mixture of youthfulness and some veteran leadership here for the Tigers here in 2025. So O'Neal and Cunningham built this roster on trying to have a balance on young and veteran, as that's outside for a ball. Ball two. Little nice lead off of first base. Chapel foul for a strike. So Lattimore Latimer will head back to first. Latimer, number 44, that's on the base for Sloan. He's also is a freshman. He goes, and that's a solid hit into the center field. And there goes Latimer. Latimer to third base. And on to second is Scott on the thrower's error. So you got two men in scoring position. So Latimer on at third base, and Scott with the double. So now an opportunity, a golden opportunity right here in the bottom half of the second inning for the Tigers to get something going here. Miguel Rubio, the sophomore, 6'2", will be at the plate to try to bring some of the Tigers home here in the bottom half of the second. And the pitcher has to come off the mound to collect his thoughts. Runners in scoring position. Chance for the Tigers to cash in. Here's the pitch. That's hit. At least deep enough that should bring a runner home. A tag. And to home. And Latimer puts the Tigers up 1-0. So Latimer scores the run on a Sloan hit by pitch. And number 9 has himself a sacrifice RBI. So now still running in scoring position. Scott still at second base. That's a hit into center field. And that will do it for the third out. But Rubio with the sacrifice RBI and with a runner left on base, we head to the top half of the third. Tigers up 1-0. This is Tiger Baseball on HBCU Plus. Will lead off this top half of the third inning with the Tigers up 1-0. I'm Clarence Jones. Thank you so very much for tuning in to Tiger Baseball as this is the premier game for the 2025 season. Voorhees and Kentucky locked in for 3 games. 1 game this afternoon, then a doubleheader tomorrow, which you can watch one of the doubleheaders right here. As that first pitch from Garland, he did not go all the way. Second pitch in there for a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Kendall Garland, the 5'10", a junior, another Chicago native. That one is fouled back. Strike 2. So plenty of Chicago natives on the Kentucky squad. Smith. That's in there. Ring him up. Strike 3. Smith, another strikeout here. So that'll be 1 out here in the top half of the 3rd inning. And we move back up to Brad Dossett. That's ball 1. So no 1 man out here in the top half of the 3rd. That's outside for a ball. So Smith, O'Neal is considered one of the aces on this pitching staff. 2-0. 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike on the batter, Brad Dossett. Smith, wheels and deals. That's up high. 3 balls, 1 strike on the batter, Dossett. 1-0 if you're just joining us. That's up high for ball 4. So Dossett with the walk, with 1 man out. And now the batter will be Cedric Polnitz. So Cedric, 5'10" junior out of Nashville, Tennessee. With a man on, 1 out. Smith checks back over with the runner on first. Here's throw down to second. That's in time. Dossett caught stealing, and the All-American catcher gets his man once again. So Dossett caught stealing second, and that one is low on Polnitz. So now 2 men out, no man on. That's chopper. That's short. And it will fall in between the second and right fielder. So Polnitz is on with a bloop single. So now the left-handed batter will be up to bat. One man on, 2 men out. Smith deals, that's up high for ball 1. Last one is inside, too far inside for ball 2. Runner goes, throw down the second, try to get his second man. He got him. Yes, he did. He got him. Ow! You can't stop that, man. No run scored. We head to the bottom half of the second, bottom half of the third. Tigers up 1-0. We'll be right back. All right, we had moved down to the bottom half of the third inning. Tigers up 1-0. That's a shot there by Waycron, the chef. Waterburn. And a Waterburn will have himself 2. He'll possibly have himself 3. He will have a 3. Have a 3-burger for Waterburn. So the Tigers starting well here in this bottom half of the third inning. So with the triple, so now the batter got Juan there at the plate, the senior, the Canadian, will try to bring Waterburn home. That's low and outside for ball 1. The right-hand pitcher, Nathaniel Ocaso, the 5'10" Puerto Rican native. That's low for another ball. So now Ocaso not finding the strike zone. Let's see if Juan can take advantage of that. Way outside. 3 balls and no strikes to Juan. Batters count 3 balls and no strikes. Let's see if he'll swing at this one. Nope. And he's in there for a strike. So Casso, 3 balls and 1 strike. One swing and a miss, strike 2. So now Casso has battled back from a 3-0 deficit, and now it's a full count on the batter, Juan. Runner at third, Waterburn led off this inning with a triple. Full count pitch. That's outside for ball 4. So runners at the corner now. So 2 men on. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Jaden Johnson now the batter. So let's see if Jaden can pick up his first RBI of the season. Runner goes. That is bunted right to the first baseman, and he'll double off. Juan. So bunt out. And Juan is put out. So a big double play for Kentucky State. And now Hill will head to the plate. He grounded out in the 1st inning. Still an RBI opportunity as Waterburn is at 3rd. But 2 outs now. Oh, swing and a miss for strike 1. So he'll chase that pitch. Oh, 1. Swings and misses on that one. So now Hill down, no balls and 2 strikes. So no ball, 2 strikes. Waterburn at 3rd. 2 men out. Hill with a slapper over to the shortstop. Throws over to first. That's in time. So after Waterburn gets on with a triple, 3 consecutive batters finds out. And we head to the top half of the 4th. 1-0 Tigers. This is Tiger Baseball on HBCU Plus. We'll be right back. All right, we move to the top half of the 4th inning. Tigers up 1-0. I'm Clarence Jones. This is Tiger Baseball on HBCU Plus. His first pitch is in there for a strike. Pitch is low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. As we're in the top half of the 4th inning. Swings and misses for strike two. Last one is down low for another ball. Here's the pitch. That one is fouled back. So now Smith battling back here. Here's the pitch. In there, strike. Strike out. Third strikeout for Smith. So Jathan Smith, the left-hander, wheeling and dealing here. 3 strikeouts so far. And that first pitch is in there for a strike. Lewis, who he himself struck out back in the top half of the second, swings and misses on that one. 0-2 pitch count on Lewis. Quickly into his mode, and that's outside for ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 man out here, top half of the 4th. Upstairs for a ball. 2-2. Swing and misses. Strike 3. Smith with a second strikeout of the inning. His 4th overall. So Smith in the groove here in the top half of the 4th. Rush will be the batter. He walked in the second and stole second. Takes that pitch for a strike. Oh, 1. That's in there. That's caught the outside for strike 2. So Rush now looking at an 0-2 count. Smith trying to get out of this inning with strikeouts all the way around. Got him! 3 man up, 3 man down. Strikeout number 3 of this inning. And we head to the bottom half of the 4th. Tigers up 1-0. This is Tiger Baseball on HBCU Plus.
At your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Nissan offers 6 vehicles starting under $30,000, like Rogue, with 2.9% financing for 60 months. At your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Nissan offers 6 vehicles starting under $30,000, like Rogue, with 2.9% financing for 60 months.
that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the...
To nothing. Guilford, followed by Sloan to start off this one as Guilford pops this one way foul. Good connection on that one, but it'll be for a long strike. Acaso moving right along here in the fourth inning. Oh, 1 pitch. That slap, and the first baseman could not handle it. The throw over the first, and that's dropped by Acaso. That should be an error. So that'll be an E1 on the pitcher. So Guilford on an error. So Guilford on with the error. Sloan at bat. Oh, and that hit him. About the second time he got hit. So once again, we'll have the pitch runner come on. Latimer. So let's see, because last time Latimer was on the base running, he went home. He scored. So now Guilford on at second. Latimer running for Sloan at first. So now the batter, Scott. Oh, a little bit of chin music there. Scott doubled back in the second inning. Runners on at first and second. And that's a ball. So now Scott, let's see if he can advance the runners up or even get some RBI. That one is hit over to left field, and that's there for the left fielder. So runners will not advance, and that'll be an out. So a fly out. And now Rubio will be the batter. Rubio, his last time up back in the second inning, a sacrifice fly that brought home a run. It brought home Latimer. So now Rubio, the batter. That shot foul for strike one. So Miguel Rubio, another opportunity here to knock in a run. With the Tigers up 1-0 here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. The 0-1 pitch on Rubio. That's back here to hit the backstop. You know one thing, broadcasting right behind home plate, I'm lucky for the fence. So Rubio looking at an 0-2 pitch. Strike three. So Rubio strikes out. And Ocasio with the strikeout. So now Jaden Gordette will be the batter. So Gordette with two runners out, with two men out. We'll try to get the Tigers on the board, and that first pitch is a strike. Jaden Gaudette is a freshman. Played his high school ball in Southampton. The 0-1. That's well inside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike on the batter, Gaudette. Picasso in his windup. 1-1. That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Gaudette. Pitch. Slap. And the second base can't control it. Over to first. Got him. By the skin of his teeth, he got him. So 2 men left on base. We move to the top half of the 5th. Voorhees still up 1-0. This is Tiger Baseball on HBCU Plus. We'll be right back.
At your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Nissan offers 6 vehicles starting under $30,000, like Rogue with 2.9% financing for 60 months.
Hey, sweet new gear. It's like Best Buy hooked you guys up.
Pretty sick, right?
What is that?
That's our traveling trophy. Oh, that's what's up, man.
Ah, a goat for the goats. Fits these pro-level setups.
Last year's trophy.
Not a goat.
Nope.
What if you could get all the latest and greatest gaming gear from one place?
All right, we move to the top half of the 5th inning. Voorhees up 1-0 over Kentucky State. The first of 3 games this weekend. They'll have a doubleheader tomorrow as the first pitch for Smith is up high for ball 1. Smith rolling along. 5 strikeouts for Smith so far. In there for a strike. So Smith getting better as the game progresses. Did he go? Yes, he did. That'll be a strike 2. So strike 2 on Jones, who grounded out back in the 2nd inning. Nope. He'll say no. So not a strikeout. Two-strike pitch. That slap foul. And the counts remains 2 strikes on the batter Jones. Christopher will be the batter coming up. That's just a bit high for a ball. So now Smith looking for his 6th strikeout. Oh, that's too high and outside for ball 4. So Jones will be on with the walk. And Christopher will be the batter. Christopher back in the 2nd inning, walk. You're in the top half of the 5th inning. Christopher on now. Jones at first. The throw over this first. The check on Jones. The temperature at game time was 79 degrees. But it feels hotter here in the broadcast area, about 85. There's a hit to third. Over the second for one. Over the first. Oh, it skips over the head. And down to second base will be Christopher. So he's out, but Christopher will reach the second. And there'll be a throwing error on the second baseman. So E6. So it wasn't the second baseman with the throwing error. It was actually the shortstop, Gaudette. So error on Gaudette. First pitch is a strike. White grounded out his last time up. That one skips Bass, Sloan, and Christopher will move up to third. So Christopher takes third base on a pitch by Smith. Could not be handled by Sloan. So now Christopher is 90 feet away to tie in this game. And that one is down and slow. We had to guard the plate once again. So now Smith trying to prevent a run. Steals a home. Sloan got him. No soup for you. As Christopher is caught stealing home. It's 2025 season, and you're trying to do anything in the first game. So caught stealing home. So now with 2 men out, here in the top half of the fifth. Swing and a miss for White. No men on. That's high for ball 4. So White is on with a walk. And Garland will be the batter now. Garland struck out back in the third inning. That's in there for a strike. So Jathan Smith trying to get out of this inning. That's in there for a strike. It caught the corner. Here's the 1-1. Did he go? No. 2 balls and 1 strike. Runner goes. And White will take second. No contest. So now White in scoring position, but there's 2 men out here top half of the fifth. As that one is low for a ball. So Garland with the hitters count. Jathan Smith trying to get out of this fifth inning. Throw over to second. Not in time. So we'll reset it. Here's the pitch. That's outside for ball 4. So Garland's on at first. So now 2 men on, 2 men out. And Dossett will be the batter. Dossett walked in the third. Was caught stealing. That one is popped up. Foul. So strike one on Dossett with 2 men out here in the top half of the fifth. Garland is on at first. White is on at second. 0-1 pitch. That slap foul for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes on the batter, Dossett. Two. Chopper over this first in time. So 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom half of the 5th inning with our score: Tigers 1, Thoroughbreds nothing. This is Tiger Baseball on HBCU Plus.
Hey, sweet new gear. It's like Best Buy hooked you guys up.
Pretty sick, right?
What is that?
That's our traveling trophy. Oh. That's what's up, man.
Ah, a goat for the goats. Fits these pro-level setups.
Last year's trophy.
Not a goat.
Nope.
What if you could get all the latest and greatest gaming gear from one place?
At your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Nissan offers 6 vehicles starting under $30,000, like Rogue with 2.9% financing for 60 months.
Hey, sweet new gear. It's like Best Buy hooked you guys.
All right, we move to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Waterburn will be the first batter. He'll be followed by Juan and Johnson, unless any changes into the batting lineup here in this inning. As we start off the bottom half of the 5th, Waterburn reached with a triple back in the 3rd inning. Costco up high for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on Waterburn. That's up high for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on the batter, Waterburn. Chopper over the head of the pitcher, and it skips off the glove of the second baseman. So Waterburn is on with a single. So So award that a hit for Waterburn. So now Juan will be the batter. Juan walked, and he was caught out back in the third inning. Let's see if Juan can bring a Waterburn over. Waterburn 2 for 2. Last two up to bat. Throw over to first base, not in time. Runner goes. The throw down to second base. It is not in time. Hold on, they get him. So Waterburn is caught out. So caught still in second. And now there's one man out. Nobody on base. Juan still the batter. Trying to bunt his way on. He bunts foul. So foul ball for Juan. 2 strikes on him. Here's the pitch. That'll be a ball. One man out here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. We'll play 9 this afternoon. And we'll play 2 more games tomorrow. As way outside for a ball. Juan swings and misses for strike 3. So Acaso, second strikeout of the game for Acaso. So now Johnson will be the batter. He bunted out back in the 3rd inning. 2 men out. Tigers up 1-0. That's a nice hit, and that connects, and they'll get down out to left field. So Johnson on with the single. So with 2 men out, Johnson on at first. Hill will be the batter. Hill grounded out twice back in the 1st inning and in the 3rd inning. Let's see if the first baseman can get a big hit here, bottom half of the 5th inning. Chopper, and it's off the glove of the 3rd baseman. So Hill is on. Back-to-back singles. So now Guilford will be the batter. Guilford rounded out back in the 2nd, and he reached to first base on a throwing error in the 4th. Runners on 2nd and 1st. Still 2 men out. Up high for ball 1. So Guilford trying to advance the runners, or even with a big home run here, get some space here. That's low for a ball. Tigers having some patience at the plate here this afternoon. Let's see if he'll play off. Sloan is the batter in the batter's box if Guilford gets on. Guilford now with a batter's count. So let's see if they'll have the double steal coming on here. Well, I don't think Hill was steal. That gets away from the pitcher, from the catcher, but it's ball 4. Bases are loaded. So for the first time this season, bases full of Tigers, and Sloan will be the batter. Sloan was hit by a pitch twice. So now can the Tigers, with 2 outs here, can get a couple of more runs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And knowing Kentucky, this is a big spot here for Acaso. We'll have a meeting at the mound. So they have a meeting at the mound to set up the defensive strategy for the batter Sloan. And once again, Sloan hit by a pitch not once but twice here in this ball game. First time he was hit by a pitch, Latimer came in to run for him, and Latimer ended up scoring, leading to the only run of this ball game so far. All right, so here we go. Big spot here for Voorhees to try to add some runs on here in the bottom half of the 5th. Start that one out with a strike. As we have a break in action. It was apparently baseball. I was lying down in the backstop. Once again, if you're just joining us, Tigers with the 1-0 lead. Bases loaded. Oh, and that one is hit, skied up. A play there for the outfielder, and that will do it here in the bottom half of the 5th. So, bases full, left with Tigers, no score. Tigers with the lead as we head to the top half of the 6th, 1-0. This is Tiger Baseball.
That your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Nissan offers 6 vehicles starting under $30,000, like Rogue, with 2.9% financing for 60 months.
Hey, sweet new gear. It's like Best Buy hooked you guys up.
Pretty sick, right?
What is that?
That's our traveling trophy. Oh. That's what's up, man.
Ah, a goat for the goats. Fits these pro-level setups.
Last year's trophy.
Not a goat.
Nope.
What if you could get all the latest and greatest gaming gear from one place?
All right, as we move to the top half of the 6th inning, moving right along, Tigers up 1-0. As the first batter sees the first pitch up high for ball 1. Polnitz singled back in the 3rd inning. Sliced that one foul for a strike. Ball low for one strike, one ball. One. Up high. 2 balls and 1 strike. To Polnitz. Here's Smith. That's low. So Polnitz is on with the walk. So Sticks the batter. Looks in at strike 1. Struck out back in the 4th inning. That's a swing and a miss. So a strike. So now Smith with a runner on. Trying to make a play for the double play ball here. That's inside for a ball or 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. In there for a strike. So looking at it, second strikeout for Sticks. And that's the 6th strikeout toss by Smith. Bunt his way on down to third base. Good bunt. No play. So Lewis is on with a bunt single. So now 2 men on. 2 men on, 1 man out. Rush the batter. Outside for a ball. Rush walked and also struck out. Inside for a ball 2, down low. Not a terribly hot day, but it is a pretty warm day down here in the baseball facility on the campus of Voorhees University, and that's in there for a strike. Here's Smith outside for a ball. So with 2 men on, Smith trying to keep this game at a 1-0 tally. Top half of the 6th inning. Throw down to second, not in time. Now Rush back into the batter's box. That's up high for ball 4. So now Smith having a little location situation, and the manager, Norman O'Neill, will head to the mound as we're here in the top half of the 6th inning, as a couple of walks was issued. So O'Neill trying to settle down his young pitcher. Meanwhile, make sure that you join us tomorrow, as we'll have a baseball-softball doubleheader. Voorhees baseball team will take on Kentucky State. And then in the doubleheader, we'll have softball action. Voorhees will take on Claflin in a rare 2 games at one time. So Smith trying to battle his way out of a jam. Outside for ball 1. Runners in scoring position. Polnitz is down at third base. He's the tying run. In there for a strike. Lewis is on at second. That's just outside of the strike zone. Jones swings and misses for a strike. So now the battle is at the plate with runners in scoring position, second and third. Swing and a misses. Strike 3. So Smith with a big strikeout there. So now it's up to Christopher for Kentucky State to try to get on the board here in the top half of the 6th. Smith will try to pitch his way out of it. Chopper foul, strike 1. So strike 1 to the batter, Christopher. Christopher walked in the 2nd, doubled in the 5th, reached on second base with a throwing error by the shortstop for Voorhees, but he was caught trying to steal home back in the 3rd. That's high. So right now, Smith will have to compose himself here. Swings and misses. The rush is on at first. Lewis is on at second. Polnitz is on at third. Got him. Got him. Strike 3. Bases left loaded. As we move to the bottom of the 6th. Good pitching there by Smith. As we move to the bottom of the 6th, still a 1-0 score. Tigers on top. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the HBCU Plus. As we move to the bottom half of the 6th inning, Scott will be the batter to lead things off here in the bottom half of the 6th. Tigers up 1-0. Ocaso still in there, wheels and deals for strike 1. Scott doubled in the 2nd, flied out in the 4th. Slaps this one right to the first baseman. And stepping on the bag, Polnitz for the first out. So a hard grounder, a nice connection with the ball. So now Rubio, who was credited with the sacrifice RBI. Rubio also struck out in the 4th inning. Up high for ball 1. For the latest in the Voorhees Athletics, make sure you log on to VoorheesAthletic.com to get all the information concerning all of the athletic teams for Voorhees University. That's low for a ball. Also, you can follow Voorhees University on Facebook by typing in Voorhees University. That's low for a ball. So Rubio with the pitch count. 3 balls, no strikes. That's up high for ball 4. So Rubio's on with the walk. Now with a runner on, 1 man out. And Gaudette will be the batter. Gaudette grounded out back in the 4th inning. 1-0 is our score with the Tigers up. Tigers scored back in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. That's low for ball 1. Picasso has thrown a couple of strikeouts here so far as he throws back over to first base to check the runner. Back over to first. Still not there. Costco will now deal to the plate. And that's way inside for a ball. One ball, no strikes. Only 1 man out. Go down to first. A strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Up high for a ball. So now Gaudette. Opportunity to get a good pitch here to hit at. 3 balls and 1 strike. That's in there for a strike. Gaudette was getting ready to make his way down to first. The home ump says no, we'll do it again. So now full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 man out in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Checking the runner at first. That's low for ball 4. So now 2 runners on. Rubio walked, and now Gaudette walked. Waterburn will be the batter. Waterburn with a triple in the 3rd, a single in the 5th. Got caught stealing while on base. And now a visit to the pitcher's mound once again for the infield and for the coach for Kentucky State. So it's 1-0. Tigers on top here in the bottom half of the 6th inning with 2 runners on. Gaudette on at first. Rubio is on at second. And the batter, Waterburn, will try to advance the runners. here on a beautiful Friday afternoon here on the campus of Voorhees University. It's supposed to be some wonderful weather tomorrow for both the baseball and the softball games. So there's going to be a lot of activity here on Saturday. That is foul back. Look out. You know, for some of the spectators not used to coming to a baseball game, you sit at the stands and you're right there in the backstop. You got to be aware. Keep your head on the swivel at all times. Example number 2, that's foul back. So 2 strikes on Waterburn now. We're in the bottom half of the 6th. Voorhees up 1-0. The 0-2. Oh! It did not hit him. It did not hit Waterburn. It actually hit the bat, so it hit the bottom of the bat. So Waterburn is still here in the batter's box, but still looking at 2 strikes on him. So now Waterburn trying to advance the runners. So a defensive strategy now for Kentucky State to try to play for the double play ball. There's a gap there in between the shortstop and third baseman. Swings and misses for strike 3. So a big strikeout there for Acaso for Kentucky State. So now with 2 outs, runners still on at second and first. Juan will be the batter. Juan walked back in the 3rd and struck out back in the 5th. So here's Juan, the left-handed hitter. Smacks this one foul. Oh, 1 is the pitch count on the Juan. That's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom half of the 6th. That is down low for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike to the batter Juan. On deck is Johnson. But we do have 2 men out in the bottom half of the 6th. Timeout. So pitcher's timeout as he gets off the rubber. So Ron again trying to move the runners up. Try to really, if can, try to get them home here with 2 outs in the bottom half of the 6th. Ass up high for a ball. So Juan battling in there. He's hanging in. Chopper that gets foul down the third baseline. So runners will move back, and we'll do it again. Also, make sure that you tune in for Voorhees basketball as we wind down the regular season. Still a couple of games left. Swing, and that tipped foul. So Juan looking at 2 strikes on him now. So 3 balls and 2 strikes, full count on Juan. 2 men out. Runners at first and second base. Rubio is at second. Godet is at first. 3-2 pitch, runners go, and that's a ball 4. Good eye there by Juan to draw the walk. So now bases full of Tigers, and Johnson with an opportunity for the Tigers to try to break this game open here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. 1-0 is our score. Tigers on top of the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. Here's Acaso. That is pass. Here comes Rubio. Is he in there? He is. Rubio on the wild pitch scores. So it is a 2-0 advantage now for Voorhees. Meanwhile, Godet advances up to third base. Juan is on to second. Here's the pitch. That's a solid hit, but right to the third baseman for the third and final out. But a runner comes across, and at the end of 6 innings, Tigers on top, 2-0. This is Tiger Baseball on HBCU Plus. We'll be right back. All right, we move to the top half of the 7th inning. Our score, Tigers up 2-0. I'm Clarence Jones. And with my producers, Taylor Johnson. And also we have Dominique here to make sure that everything is on my P's and Q's here. Thank you. Excellent mass comm student here at Voorhees University helping us out. An A student, I should say. And that's a hit, solid hit into the outfield. That's the first ball really hit into the outfield in a long time for Kentucky State. So White is on. So white is on. So that's only the second hit given up by Smith. And look like O'Neal will head to the mound. And Smith has played a heck of a game here. He should get a good round of applause here from the crowd. As Smith, he's responsible for the runner at first, but he pitched good six innings pitched. So they go to the bullpen. And we'll have a new batter coming up. Voorhees up 2-0. Donovan Davis will be the new pitcher for Voorhees. Donovan Davis, sophomore out of Charlotte, North Carolina. So, all right, so as the new pitcher warms up here for Voorhees University, Donovan Davis, the sophomore out of Charlotte, North Carolina, the book is done on a talented performance by Jathan Smith. Smith with 6 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, giving up only 2 hits. So good. All right, so now the new pitcher in there, Donovan Davis, trying to hold on to this 2-0 lead here in the top half of the 7th inning. As the batter takes the first pitch for a strike, Garland struck out in the 3rd, walked in the 5th. Here's Davis. That's in there for a strike as it hits the corner. Donovan Davis, another talented pitcher. O'Neal and Cunningham, they like their pitching rotation. Swing and a miss. That's a strike 3. So Davis gets his first strikeout. So Garland, 2 strikeouts on the afternoon, and now Dossett will be the batter. Dossett walked in the 3rd, was caught stealing 2nd, and he grounded out back in the 5th. As a small breeze comes through here. That's a solid hit, and that one will drop foul. So that's a lucky that ball was ripped. So it'll just go as a long strike. So Davis ahead of the batter. Runner on first base. White is on at first base. He goes, pitches outside, Sloan down to second. Safe. So White still second. So White still second. Runner in scoring position now. So let's see the top half of the seventh. Swings and misses. Strike three. So Davis with 2 strikeouts. And now it's up to Polnitz here in the top half of the seventh. 2-0 is our score. Tigers on top. Swings and misses. Strike one. So as the cloud cover has come across the field, the bats has become cooler here for Kentucky State. That hits to the backstop. And White moves up 90 feet. So White moves up 90 feet. And now Kentucky State with a runner at third. But you have 2 men out here in the top half of the seventh. Inside. Oh, they got a high strike. Polnitz had to get out of the batter's box for that one. That was a high strike, but they got him. Still 2 strikes on the batter, Polnitz. Now with 2 strikes, run on at third, 2 men out here in the top half of the 7th inning. Chopper, tough play, throw over to first, got him! So they get out of the top of the 7th, and it's stretch time now as we move to the bottom half of the 7th. 7th inning stretch, Tigers up 2-0. This is Tiger Baseball on the HBCU Plus. We'll be right back. All right, as we start, as a pitch gets behind the catcher, moving up to second base is Hill. So Hill is on for the second time. Now he moves up into scoring position. Bottom half of the seventh inning, Tigers up 2-0. Guilford grounded out, reached with on the error, and he walked back in the fifth inning. That one catches the corner for a strike. 2-0 is our score, bottom half of the seventh inning. Voorhees looking for their first win of the season to open up this 2025 season. That one is hit foul.
Now stay up the middle. One more, Bob. Keep your head.
And timeout.
Hey, fight here. Let's go. Find a way.
As a Costco, as he's done after 6 innings. Costco responsible for 2 runs. There's the pitch, and that's a ball 4. So Guilford is on with his second walk of the afternoon. So now Sloan will be the batter. Hit by a pitch not once but twice and flied out. So now with 2 runners on, Guilford on at first base and Hill still staying put at second. Let's see if Sloan can bring the runners home or at least advance. There's still nobody out here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. So as the manager heads to the mound, we remind you that we have more baseball action coming up tomorrow, baseball and softball doubleheader action, as Voorhees, again, the second and third games against Kentucky State. Meanwhile, softball action, and I think it's going to be a little loud tomorrow when Claflin gets down here. So it's going to be Claflin and Voorhees, so make sure you tune in to a special baseball-softball doubleheader. That's tomorrow. So here's Sloan, takes the first pitch for a ball. With 2 men on, Hill at second, Guilford at first. That's in there for a strike as it hit the corner inside. So Sloan now facing 2 balls and 1 strike. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Tigers up 2-0. That's way inside for a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike. That gets into the dirt for a ball 4. So Sloan is in for a walk. So that's the second walk of the inning. So now Guilford and Hill moves up. Hill is at third. Guilford at second. Meanwhile, Sloan in there for a strike. Guilford and Sloan with the walk. They came on, got on a walk. Of course, Latimer running for Sloan. Nice hit! There goes Rubio, and that is in there. That will clear the bases Here comes Guilford. Here comes Latimer. So 2 runs will score instead of clearing the bases. So Guilford scores a run. And Latimer on for Sloan. And Latimer scores the run here in the 7th inning. So now, score is now 5-0. Voorhees on top. So the batter is Godet. As Rubio with a 2-run single. That's up high for a ball. That one hit the dirt. We have a caught up between second and third base as Rubio gets to second. Rubio is now caught in the tie-up, and they'll call him out. Trying to go for the double steal. And Rubio is out. So caught still in second, but it was a rundown. As Scott able to get back to second base. So we still have a runner. The Tigers still have a runner in scoring position. And Godet still with the opportunity to knock in the run. 5-0 is our score. Here's the pitch. That one is slapped to third base over the first for the third out. Well, excuse me. I gave him 3 outs. No, it's not 3 outs. Actually 2. So Godet caught on the grounder. So we head back up to Waterburn. That's a good solid hit by Waterburn, and it's a foul. Just foul. So Waterburn heads back to the batter's box. 5-0 is our score. Bottom half of the 7th inning. 3 runs has come across plate here in the bottom half of the 7th. Still a runner on third base. Quick timeout. Waterburn tripled in the 3rd, singled in the 5th, was caught trying to steal. And then in the 6th inning, he struck out. And now with an RBI opportunity here in the 7th to try to really put some distance between the Voorhees and Kentucky State, up 5-0 so far. The relievers for Kentucky State not able to hold the runners on the bag as Waterburn swings and misses at that one. Here's the pitch. Outside for another ball. Here's the pitch. Solid hit to the shortstop. Over the first. Not in time, and the runner scores. So Scott scores on the run. RBI single for Waterburn. So now it's 6-0. Voorhees on top. And here comes the manager out. Talk to his pitcher. The relievers for Kentucky State not holding on to the runners here ever since Acosta went out. Acosta only gave up 2 runs when he came. So now we'll have a pitcher change coming up. So not a good outing for that pitcher. We'll be right back. All right, the Voorhees Tigers still batting here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. As Juan is the batter now. 3 runs has come across here in the bottom half of the 7th. Waterburn is on at first. Trying to go bunt his way on and in there for a strike. Juan has walked twice and he struck out. Over to first. And gets past the first baseman, and Waterburn will be at second, trying to go for third. And throw to third base. Safe. Waterburn is in there. Throwing error. So Waterburn already with a triple, a single, and RBI single, and now he takes 2 bags in advance of error. E3 on the first baseman. Up high. The pitch. Swings and misses on that one. Tigers up 5-0. One hits this one out. It's for a strike. Here comes the runner at the plate. Safe! Waterburn steals home. And now so 6-0 is now Waterburn steals home. Still bottom half of the 7th inning as 4 runs has come across the plate here in the bottom half of the 7th. Up high for another ball. So again, the location on these relievers for Kentucky State has been a problem here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. 1 with the pitcher's count. And pitcher gives up a walk. So the 7th inning continues. And Johnson will now be the batter. Johnson bunted out, singled, and lined out. Six nothing is our score. Voorhees on top. As we are still in the bottom half of the 7th inning. As right now the home plate umpire talking to Coach O'Neill. Don't know exactly what's going on. So it looked like Juan is coming back to the plate. And so Juan back to the plate. I think it was something that had to do with the batter's box. So scratch off the walk. But still Juan ahead in the pitch count. That now is ball 4. So just scratch out one W and put in another W if you're scoring at home on your scorecard. So now officially, so now Johnson will be back in the batter's box. Over the first, got him on the pickoff. So it's picked off, and now we head to the top half of the 8th. But 4 runs come across the plate for Voorhees, and Voorhees broke it open. Now up 6-0. This is Tiger Baseball on HBCU Plus. We'll be right back. We move to the top half of the 8th inning. Voorhees up 6-0 after a big bottom of the 7th, scoring 4 runs to break it open. Davis back on the mound in relief of Smith. So Davis starts this one off with a strike. Sticks with 2 strikeouts so far. That's strike 2. Davis locating that strike zone. That's a tip. Still the batter behind on 2 strikes. That one is slapped and over the head of the left fielder, as Juan unable to catch up to that one, and safely on with a double to start off this inning. So Kentucky State starts off this inning with a double, down 6-0. And now the batter will be Lewis. Lewis has struck out twice, bunt his way on for a single back in the 6th inning. That's a strike, inside corner. Slap to the pitcher. Throw over to third. Got him. Oh, wide. So Davis throws the runner out at third. So now 1 out on the fielder's choice. Lewis reaches on the fielder's choice. Ball is fouled out. Strike 1. Six nothing our score. Voorhees on top.
How many balls y'all lose a game? Oh my God.
So now as Rush,
Exactly.
it hits in the back.
You can save $1,000.
With a runner on at first. Oh, 1 is to the batter Rush. As Rush hits this one into right field. So now Rush comes off. We'll have a pinch runner coming in for Rush. That one is low and outside.
Hey, hit it back here, Don.
Jones grounded out in the 2nd, walked in the 5th, and struck out in the 6th inning. Swings and misses on that one. So Jones take a quick timeout as he'll head over to talk to the third base coach. Voorhees down 6-0. Voorhees up 6-0 here in the top half of the 8th inning. First game of the 2025 regular season. Voorhees will play 2 more games tomorrow against Kentucky State. That's a bunt right back to the pitcher over the first. That's the only play. As Jones grounds out. Now move the runners up. Now to second and third base. Christopher will be the batter. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Christopher walked in the second, doubled on an error by the shortstop in the fifth. And he was caught trying to steal home as the second pitch is in there for a strike. As Christopher swings and misses at that one. Christopher also struck out in the 6th inning. So a full day's work for Christopher. And he pops this one up. Rubio has a beat on it, and he catches it for the third out. So no damage done. 2 runners left on base. We head to the bottom half of the 8th. Tigers up 6-0. This is Tiger Baseball on HBCU Plus. We'll be right back.
That your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Nissan offers 6 vehicles starting under $30,000, like Rogue with 2.9% financing for 60 months.
Move to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Voorhees up 6-0. I'm Clarence Jones. Thank you so very much for joining us. Johnson leads off this 8th inning. Johnson bunted out, singled, lined out. So his 4th appearance here at the plate. Swings and misses on that one. Swing that in there for a strike in the corner. Voorhees broke it open in the bottom half of the 7th inning, scoring 4 runs. That one is outside for a ball. Kentucky State, which lost their opening series last weekend to Shorter. As a high pop-up. Will it drop? Nope. Caught for the out is Dossett. So Johnson flies out here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. So now Hill will be the batter. Hill has grounded out twice, singled twice, and scored on a run back in the 7th inning. When Scott was hit by the pitch. Hill, when the bases were loaded, Hill came in on a hit by pitch to Scott, which started the 4-run bottom half of the 7th inning. The pitch, chopper, taken by the shortstop over the first, and in time, got him by a half step. So the ground out. So Guilford will now be the batter. Guilford has grounded out, reached on a throwing error back in the 4th, walked in the 5th, walked in the 7th, and later scored a run. Part of that big 4-run inning back in the 7th. That's in there for a strike. One out here in the top half of the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and misses that one. Ooh, and that is over the head of Guilford for a ball. So as we have a quick time for a ball in the backstop. Bottom half of the 8th inning. 2-1. As Guilford hits this one, and a good catch, a diving catch over there by the right fielder, fielding that wall. So Guilford is out. So now 2 outs, 2 away here. Excuse me, at the bottom. Now we go to the top half of the 9th inning. That was 3 outs. Voorhees trying to wrap their first victory up of the season. Let's see if they'll do that right after this. All right, as we move to the top half of the 9th inning, Voorhees are 3 outs away of wrapping up their first victory of the season. Davis on relief of Smith. Smith pitched 6 solid innings. Davis following up solid innings pitch, and he's on for the third inning. That's inside for a ball. White grounded out, walked, also singled. And this one a solid hit, but right to the second baseman over the first for the first out. So 1 out. Kentucky stayed down to their last 2 outs. Once again, we'll have a doubleheader coming up tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. Davis in there for a strike. Davis doing a good job in relief of Smith. Smith is in line for the victory here this afternoon. Davis is in line for the save. Garland struck out twice and walked. Just misses the corner for a ball. A 1 away here in the ninth. In there for a strike. So Davis pitching a solid game so far. Did he go? No, he did not go. So it's a ball. That's ball 4. It's a ball 4 on Garland. And Garland with the walk. That is his second walk of the afternoon.
Get a ground ball here. I'm done.
So here's a swing and a miss. Tip gets into the pitch, into the glove of the catcher. And Dorsett is down 0-1. Runner on first, outside for ball 2. Davis winds up outside for another ball. So Davis trying to save it for Voorhees, up 6-0 here in the top half of the ninth, and that hit the batter, Dorsett. So 2 runners are on now, and Polnitz will be the batter. Polnitz singled and also walked this afternoon. So 2 runners on. Still 1 man out. Voorhees setting up for the double play ball to try to end this game. Chopped foul down the third baseline. Up high for another ball. Davis trying to blank this Kentucky State squad. As ball upstairs once again. That slap foul for a strike. Still one out here in the top half of the ninth inning. That one is slapped. This could be I thought it would be a double play ball, but still got the man at second. But that would have been perfect for a double play to end the game. So instead, Politz gets on a fielder's choice single. And Doset out at second. Up the sticks here to keep the game going for Kentucky State. Runners at the corner, 2 men out. Davis trying to save it. Up high, ball 1. Once again, tomorrow we have a doubleheader, Kentucky State and Voorhees. And then on the softball field, we'll have Voorhees and Claflin. Baseball, softball doubleheader coming up. Swings and misses on that one. So strike 1. That one slap foul. So now Kentucky State down to their final strike. Voorhees trying to end this to go 1-0, start off the regular season. Low for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, 6-0 our score. See if you can strike him out to end it. That one is a pop-up. This should do it. Here comes Juan. Tigers win. So the Tigers wins it 6-0 here. Smith, the winning pitcher, he goes 1-0. Davis, his first save of the season. And Voorhees starts off the 2025 season up right with a 6-0 victory. Reminder, tomorrow we have a doubleheader of baseball, softball action right here. Voorhees will take on the same Kentucky State squad. Meanwhile, softball will premiere against Claflin. We'll have it for you. That's tomorrow. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. A special shout out to Taylor Johnson, our director, and also Dominique as well. Special shout out. And also a special shout out to the athletic director, the Hall of Famer, Charlene Johnson. We'll